For generations, the Black church has been the center of many of their communities. They have fed us. They have organized the communities. They have led the way in many civil rights movements across the nation. They have helped families and they have provided hope for what is tumultuous times that we have been through and are going through. But today, many young Black Americans, they have stopped visiting the Black church. Why? Why have we been avoiding the overwhelming, difficult question that many of these young Black Americans are asking? Has the Black church concerned themselves with maintaining the institution over transforming their community? My name is Leon Meredith, and before anyone get it twisted, we all must know that I believe in the Black church. But sometimes the truth needs to be spelled out so that we can deal with the tough realities we live today. I understand the historic role of the Black church. I acknowledge it more than understand it. The civil rights movements, the education, the community organizing, the food assistance, the family support systems that was, the leadership development, the moral guidance, all was rich at one point of time. No one can erase those Black church accomplishments. The question is whether is the same thing being played out today? And I would disagree. Why are so many people walking away? Young adults attending church less and less as the day goes by. Every Sunday, you look at these churches, you see a lot of older women, children that are dragged there, and no men. The only men there are elder men or a young man that they're trying to push into the pastor position. And those are the only men that there. The perception it comes about that the financial, it appears to receive more attention than community development. We can't keep ignoring this. We see many questions about the transparency of the Black church. We want to know, especially if we're giving, but the righteous understanding that the church, the Black church, is supposed to represent, we would think transparency would go hand in hand. We have a desire in the community to develop practical skills of the household, of families. Is this being delivered today, I asked you, by the Black church? It's frustrating because we see that the word in different scriptures are being going over and over again in services, in Bible studies. It's like a feel-good prosperity type of atmosphere. But are we really tackling finances, health? How about leadership? Any relationship activities going on in our churches? These are things that should be going over often by the church, but they're not. These are the things that's keeping our communities to such a level we are not developing. because we're not allowing the church to lead the way in parenting and building the household structure. I was under the belief that this is what the church should do if they do anything. If the average church member struggles with obesity, debt, unhealthy relationships, poor health, shouldn't the church spend more time helping with these problems? It's just a question. What are the community needs today? I touched on a few, but it's just like my master self philosophy. See, I have something like a fitness training program, a life coaching program, but I am an existence coach. See, I created something that I believe that the church should be following suit. I documented it. I even wrote a book a few months ago. It's real simple. How to live 100 years, mentally, spiritually, and physically. What must we do? See, the black church, I would hope one day, incorporates nutrition, not just eating tasty things, how to build the human being. How do we support mental from the nutrition? Exercise. Even the elders, well, especially elders, should exercise first and foremost. We all need exercise so that we stay functional over the course of our life, so that our condition is that of beautifulness and not being broken down and handicapped before our time. We should never be that. Financial literacy. Some churches are diving in there, but we have to keep the focus on the internal. Parenting, dating, marriage preparation, conflict resolution. Go out into our community and help with conflict resolutions that we sometimes gossip about. We know, we see different issues in our community and we just talk and turn a blind eye. That leads me to community service. We know that Tasha's around the corner. She has a different man in there several times a week, and none of them pour into the children. How long will we continue to ignore this? How long before we get two elder sisters to go over here to Tasha and help her clean up and work on her parenting skills and work on dating, helping her develop the understanding to live a life of righteousness and not ram God down her neck? We should be, as servants of God, as the church, as the black church, go into our community and just shine the light we have been developing all these years under our religious structures. We don't have to go out and talk about God said, and let me show you this scripture. No, we have enough know-how to let this thing shine without turning their spirit off talking about God. Accountability partnerships. That's what I was basically speaking about. Having accountability to our neighbors, to our brothers and sisters, and mentorship. Whether those lessons come from the church, from community organizations, or institutions, they're essential for our families and our neighborhoods. They must be part of the building from within that our community needs. so many mentorships and people saying good words, and they speak, oh, we speak in truth to power. Most of this stuff is outdated. We say things where even the softest or the most meekest of children, of youth, they have already heard what you're saying, and they're not shocked by it. It's not impactful to their lives. It's outdated material. I hear this all the time from different so-called leaders in the community. I love you, brothers and sisters. But what I'm saying is that we have to update our tactics, our verbiage. We can't hear what everyone is saying and say the same thing that's been said 15, 20 years. A vision for community leadership is needed. And I know that's what I'm talking about today. A healthy community needs the integrity that has been missing from the households for so long. We worry about our youth, the young ladies, the young men. Responsibility, service, self-discipline, the respect. This is the call to action. The family commitments, the health, the mentorship, educations. Communities thrive when these institutions, they help build these things so we can have better neighborhoods, better families, better leaders. We must develop the foundation, the cultural cornerstones that will be so important in the future. So the future us is calling for us to start to build these cultural foundations and stop being just anything. The black church is not a country club, excuse me. Let's stop viewing it and using these black churches as though this is just a meeting place for just us. These are places of the base operations for services to the community. Comment below. What do you think? I know you may be offended, but some things need to be said and faced and dealt with. Our communities are suffering trifold, and it's time that the people, no matter what your religion, no matter if you are in local government, no matter if you are whatever, we have to come together and work together, not just throw an event. Throughout the week, we need to work with changing the lives of our people with knowledge, with effort. We need to get it. Hit me up, DM me. I'm ready. I got a digital app. I got fitness training. That's just a few of the things. I have knowledge on how to eat, prepared meals. I cut a lot of things out my diet and life. Allow me to assist you and your congregation so that we can assist our communities with living longer, with being capable in their latter years of life, learning how to exercise, learning how to live an abundant life. I'll talk with you soon. I love you.